What is poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at another series review. Today we are taking a look at Avatar: The Last Airbender 2. It is Book 2, Book Earth, and we took a look at Book 1, Water, yesterday. We're taking a look at Book 2, Earth, today. We're taking a look at Book 3, Fire, tomorrow. It is gonna be so fucking good. And this is like my second favorite season. Avatar is one of the few seasons which I feel like gets better as it goes further and goes on. And we are introduced to one of the biggest goats in all of fiction in this season as well. It is Toph Beifong, Toph on top. She is an absolute fucking beast and one of my personal favorite characters from this series. And the reason that I decided to go back and take a look at this is because A, a new movie comes out next year. B, they're in Fortnite. We've done a load of character challenges on them. We've done a load of Lego customs on them. And we've even taken a look at the most recent live-action adaptation, but we have never done a film review on it. And here we are taking a look at it here. It is Avatar: The Last Airbender. It has a 9.3 out of 10 IMDb, a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the four elemental nations are at war with each other, and only the Avatar Master of all four elements can restore peace. The new Avatar comes in the form of Aang, who strives to fulfill his destiny, and he's an absolute goat. So this season takes off right where the last one left off, with the Water Tribe of the north, them leaving that area and going to find an earthbending teacher. They go to try and find Bumi, who, guess what? Isn't there anymore. He's been kidnapped, he's been captured by the likes of Ty Lee, Azula, and May, and they are set up instantly as this absolute mega threat, and we love that, by beating Katara, beating Sokka, but they still end up getting away because Bumi wants to be captured. Bumi tells him that he got himself captured on purpose, because Bumi has a plan. They then continue to travel to find another earthbending teacher to another earthbending city, but they go on a couple of little wacky adventures in between, keeping the Avatar comedy going, keeping that sort of very sort of episodical story, but you can just pick up on one of these ones and just goof off and watch it if you really want to. We even have the best song in the entire series here, Secret Tunnel. Secret fucking Tunnel. Absolute banger. We have some of the saddest episodes here as well, with Appa's Lost Days and what is it? Appa and Zuko's Lost. Some of the best episodes here, because we have Iroh and Zuko opening up a tea shop in the Earth Kingdom, which is absolutely fucking incredible. They open up an earthbending tea shop, and I don't know, they try and change their ways, they try and make a difference, but then the Avatar comes back and makes Zuko go off course and goes off on his own. Iroh gets captured, and he lets Zuko get away, and this is where Zuko is now on his own, and he's starting to change his ways. He's learning to be better. He's learning to sort of adapt, and he's sick of people being scared of him because he's a firebender. He has been nothing but nice to the village people, but as soon as they find out he's a firebender, they hate him, and that is when he decides, you know what, this life isn't for me. However, that is quickly changed when Azula finds him, and he teams up with Azula to lightning strike Aang in the back. And that is how this season ends, with Aang getting struck in the back. I'm going to be honest, it is such a good season, with Aang struggling to learn earthbending and Toph being a completely different teacher to how Katara does it, and that sort of dynamic with these two rivals of Toph and Katara, and Aang and Toph, but Toph still being the only one that's able to teach him. And then Sokka's just there as a goofy character, but he's still useful. We still love him, and he is one of my personal favorite characters, so I'm glad that he's still here. And then we also have the personal growth of Zuko going through his own changes, seeing the mistakes that he made in Season 1, and trying to correct those ways by going out with May. And trying to get on May because he's had a little bit of crush on May since the beginning. But Azula is constantly hot on their tails. Azula is not letting up. She is one of the most ruthless enemies that they have ever come up against. And that is only further enhanced in Season 3. We'll be talking that about in tomorrow's episode. And Toph is here, and we have some of the most iconic lines in this show, in this season as well, with "Drink cactus juice, it's the quenchiest," and "I'm blind, it's over there." The Toph is blind joke never gets old. They overdo it, they reuse it, but they do it in like such a good amount and such a good quantity, and it's not overdone, but it's not like, like underdone either. Like, it's not just a one-time thing. They keep bringing it back up, but it's good every time. They make sure to play it into that comedy, and they don't just do it for the sake of doing it. It's like, when it's done, it's funny, and it's that sort of perfect balance. And that's what the Avatar is about. The Avatar is all about balance and creating equilibrium and balance into the series and into this world. But again, Toph Beifong, best earthbender going. She can metal bend. She got captured and metal bended her way out. She was holding up a whole ass castle from sinking into the sand by herself and still managing to take on a couple of sandbenders, even though that's not her strong suit. She was an absolute fucking menace, and she is one to go up against. We also have the return of Jet here as well, and the sort of Lake Laogai information, where they sort of take away your memory, which was creepy. And we even saw someone, like, losing their breath here, like airbending their breath away, which is fucking strange, but it was done here. And there's also a bear as well in the kingdom. There's a bear here, and that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say about the series. Animation is fucking goated, even for back in 2005, 2 years after I was born. And it is genuinely still one of the most influential series there is to date, because we're still getting Avatar The Last Airbender stuff to this day. To this day, we're still getting Avatar shit. And it is just one of the best animated series going. And I refuse to let anyone tell me otherwise. This is another 10 out of 10 banger series. Like, if you do have time to watch this, watch this. If you haven't already seen this, watch this. This is one of the very few series that I can watch over and over and over again without getting bored. That is a struggle for me, and I don't know why. I tend to struggle rewatching shows and movies because I've already seen it, I know the plot, I don't need to watch it again. However, this one right here is a show that I can rewatch over and over and over again without fail. It is just such a good show, and it is slept on, because I don't see enough people talking about it. I don't see enough people talking about it at all. So get on it, get watching it. It's on Netflix. It's got 20 episodes per season, all about 20 minutes each, so it's a pretty easy watch. You can bang it out in like a weekend or something like that. And I don't have much else to say, so I don't need to. The series speaks for its fucking self. So I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with the greatest earthbending teacher that there is, Toph Beifong, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the Book of Fire. So other than that, I hope you all enjoyed. See you all next one. Have a nice day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.